What made you decide to start running?
I had a gastric bypass. I lost 118 pounds, and I always wanted to run. I had cancer of my vocal cord twice, and I finally hit the 5-year this year, and I just felt like I could do it for real. It wasn't a big thing.
How old are you? 37. When did you find out you had cancer?
When I was 23.
23?
Yeah, I'm like a history. I was diagnosed when I was 23, and I had cancer in my vocal cords, which was something men over 40, and either drinking or smoking, and I didn't do either. Basically, it was because of reflux.
So
I
you were treated for cancer at age 23.
At age 23, they thought they weren't sure what I had. They assumed that I was a drinker, and it wasn't. And I was really totally bummed about it. And I had 4 surgeries, and I went to remission for 5 years and 7 months, and then I came back, and I had 9 more surgeries. And it was caused by reflux. So they didn't know back then, this was the early 90s. I think Pepsi just came on the market. So they were just like, we don't know how you got it.
So acid reflux basically was giving you cancer.
Yeah, so when people go and say they have acid reflux and it could possibly cause you cancer of your vocal cords,
wow.
That's me.
Wow. So when did you have gastric bypass, and was that sort of tied into
yes, it is, because the
surgery?
gastric bypass actually, because I gained so much weight after the fact that they said, you know what, if we shrink your stomach, you won't have to have reflux surgery, and it'll stop reflux. I'm like, are you sure? The side effect is you get to lose weight. So I did it, and I lost 118 pounds. I've kept it off almost 4 years.
4 years.
So I'm just excited.
Yeah.
I love to run.
Kind of a new lease on life, huh?
Totally new lease on life. I'm just really, really happy for once. I mean, it took a long time to just figure out where you are in life, and then you're 35 years old, and you're like, let's just start running, because you can. So it was awesome. I'm really glad to do this. I never could have done it before. And every race is like, just how far can you push yourself? Can you go under 30? Can you just beat your time from last year? And my first race was a student G Coleman in Hartford. Yep. And that was 2007. And I race that every year now. I just love it. That I'm so inspired, even though it's for breast cancer, and I completely support that. I go there, and they're like, are you a cancer survivor? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, breast? I'm like, no, but I'm like, cancer is cancer. It doesn't matter. I survived. So I'm really happy.
In the beginning, you had people tell you what?
In the beginning, I had people tell me I took the easy way out.
Yeah.
And it was just unbelievable. I go, okay, so I have a 9-inch scar down my stomach. The worst part of it was I was allergic to the suture tape. And it actually blistered off. So for the first 5 days, I didn't have any sutures. I had to be careful to move, and now they do it laparoscopically, so you have a hole here, a hole here. I couldn't move. I literally was afraid I was going to burst out. And they're like, you have to be so careful. And you live on liquids for 2 weeks. And then when you start to eat food, you don't really know what to eat, and then you eat it, you take a bite, you throw it up. So the first month, I just threw up food all the time, and it was like difficult, because that's the stage where people really get sick because they don't eat at all, and you can't starve yourself, you have to eat. So it was so difficult the first month and a half, because things that you could eat in the past, you couldn't eat anymore. Like chicken, you think lean chicken, oh my God, ew, totally threw it up all the time. It was like, are you okay? Yeah, I'll be fine, just give me 5 minutes, I'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
And then the weight just started coming off, and I exercised exercise religiously. I hiked, I walked, I hit the gym. I worked hard, and I worked for a food service company, and there's a few people that did have it who have gained close to 100 pounds.
Yeah.
And I run at work. I started a walk at work program. I totally motivate everybody to do this, and then, I still have to deal, she kind of did take the easy way out. And then I just look at them, I go, you know what? Think what you want, but my life has been hard. It was not easy. It's not easy. It's very difficult. It's a hard choice to make because you're changing your whole life. And you have to rethink the way you eat food.
Yeah.
You don't just eat it for fun anymore. You eat it for fuel. And this is like the hardest part to do.
Yeah, something to diet, another thing not to be able to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's hard. It's really hard to quit smoking. Yes, it is hard to quit smoking, but it's a choice.
Yeah.
You can quit smoking. You have to eat.
Yeah.
So when you have a yo-yo diet all your entire life and you have to eat to live, please don't preach to me about how hard smoking is because you can put it down.